Few people realise that Ducati has quietly been preparing a secret weapon for the new MotoGP era in 2027. The latest leaks surrounding the Desmosedici GP27 project have begun to surface, and if the reports are accurate, this motorcycle could make Marc Marquez even more dominant and far more difficult for his rivals to beat. So what exactly is Ducati's new GP27 machine that many believe could dramatically reshape the MotoGP competitive landscape? Let's discuss. MotoGP is preparing to enter one of the biggest technical regulation changes in modern history. Beginning with the 2027 season, every manufacturer will be forced to build an entirely new motorcycle with specifications that differ significantly from the current generation. Engine capacity will be reduced from 1,000 cubic centimetres to 850 cubic centimetres. Aerodynamic components will face stricter limitations, and the ride height device, one of the most influential technologies in recent years, will be officially banned. On paper, these changes should put every manufacturer back on equal footing. However, MotoGP history over the past 2 decades suggests that reality is never quite that simple. Every time the regulations change, one manufacturer always seems to adapt faster than the competition. More often than not, that manufacturer is Ducati. The Borgo Panigale-based factory has built a reputation not only for adapting to new regulations, but also for turning rule changes into a competitive advantage. That is why many experts believe Ducati is once again working on a major project that has yet to be revealed to the public as it prepares for the MotoGP 2027 era. The upcoming regulation changes are substantial. The new 850 cubic centimetres engine is expected to produce less power than today's 1,000 cubic centimetres machines. But the real challenge isn't simply dealing with the loss of horsepower. It's maintaining performance, efficiency, and engine character while remaining competitive on the racetrack. This is an area where Ducati has consistently excelled over the years. The Italian manufacturer is widely regarded as having one of the strongest engine development departments in MotoGP. Rather than chasing peak horsepower alone, Ducati focuses on creating an engine that delivers smooth, controllable power while maintaining strong and consistent acceleration under a wide range of track conditions. That philosophy is expected to become one of the key strengths behind the Desmosedici GP27 project. If Ducati succeeds in optimizing its new 850 cubic centimetres engine while preserving its aggressive yet manageable character, the Italian manufacturer could very well maintain its dominance despite the sweeping rule changes. What makes the situation even more intriguing is Marc Marquez's involvement in the project. Since joining the Ducati Lenovo team, the 8-time world champion has served not only as the team's lead rider, but also as one of its most valuable technical development assets. Marquez is renowned for his exceptional ability to describe a motorcycle's behaviour in remarkable detail. Years of riding the notoriously demanding Honda RC213V have given him the experience to identify both the weaknesses and the untapped potential of a bike with extraordinary precision. Several Ducati crew members have reportedly acknowledged that Marquez's technical feedback has become one of the greatest assets he has brought to the team. As a result, many believe Ducati's development work for the 2027 regulations will be heavily influenced by the Spanish rider's input. It is entirely possible that the foundation of the highly secretive Desmosedici GP27 is already being shaped by Marquez's evaluations of the GP25, along with numerous internal testing sessions taking place behind closed doors. Beyond the engine itself, aerodynamic development has also become a major area of focus. The new regulations will significantly reduce the size of both the front and rear aerodynamic devices, leading many observers to predict that Ducati could lose one of its greatest competitive advantages. That prediction isn't necessarily accurate. In fact, Ducati holds a significant advantage because it has been the leading pioneer of modern winglet development in MotoGP. When the Italian manufacturer first introduced aerodynamic wings several years ago, many people dismissed the design as strange and believed it would never catch on. Reality, however, proved otherwise. It didn't take long before nearly every manufacturer adopted the concept Ducati had introduced. The same thing happened with the ride height device. What was initially seen as a tool that only improved race starts eventually evolved into a crucial system for boosting acceleration out of corners, and it was ultimately embraced by almost every team on the grid. Now, even though the ride height device will be banned starting in 2027, Ducati's years of aerodynamic research are still expected to provide a major advantage. The factory has accumulated thousands of hours of development data over many seasons, meaning it won't have to start from scratch. Many analysts believe Ducati will simply shift its development priorities. Instead of chasing maximum downforce, the focus is expected to move toward aerodynamic efficiency. The goal is to create a motorcycle that remains stable through corners while generating less drag, allowing it to maintain higher top speeds on the straights. Another area expected to play a crucial role in MotoGP's new era is electronics. With the ride height device being eliminated, riders will once again rely more heavily on the bike's natural balance. As a result, traction control, engine braking, and power delivery strategies will become even more critical than before. Ducati has long been recognised for having one of the smoothest and most effective electronic systems in MotoGP. Because of that, many experts believe much of the Desmosedici GP27's development is taking place in areas that aren't immediately visible, namely advanced software and increasingly sophisticated power management strategies. Even so, Ducati certainly won't be alone in the race to develop the next generation of technology. Aprilia has made remarkable progress over the past few seasons and has earned a reputation as one of the most innovative manufacturers in MotoGP. KTM also possesses the financial resources and engineering capabilities to build a highly competitive new project. Meanwhile, Yamaha is accelerating the development of its V4 engine as the foundation for the 2027 era, while Honda continues working tirelessly to regain its competitiveness after several difficult seasons. Every manufacturer undoubtedly sees the new regulations as a golden opportunity to end Ducati's dominance. Yet one name continues to stand out above the rest: Gigi Dall'Igna. For more than a decade, the Ducati course general manager has been regarded as the mastermind behind many of Ducati's revolutionary innovations, from modern aerodynamics and the ride height device to numerous weight distribution concepts that were eventually copied by rival manufacturers. Given that track record, many believe Dall'Igna is unlikely to wait for the new regulations to arrive without already preparing another breakthrough that could once again reshape the competitive landscape of MotoGP. That said, there is still no guarantee Ducati will dominate again in 2027. New regulations always bring unexpected surprises. Yamaha could discover a revolutionary solution. Honda has the potential to make a strong comeback. KTM remains a serious contender, and Aprilia continues to evolve into an increasingly formidable threat. However, if we look at the history of modern MotoGP, Ducati has almost always entered each new era with innovations that caught the entire paddock by surprise. If that pattern repeats itself, the Desmosedici GP27 could become an even tougher bike to beat. Is Ducati really keeping a game-changing innovation under wraps for the 2027 MotoGP season? Let us know what you think in the comments below.